It's a pleasure for me to now go on with the awards and to introduce our host and dean, James L., I guess, Skip Rutherford. It's my... Now the dean, as you all know, the dean has an extensive private service background, communications and public relations. He's been a visiting professor at a number of universities across the state. From 97 to 2004, he supervised the planning and construction of the Clinton Presidential Center and Park. He's a former administrative assistant to Senator Pryor. He's been involved in numerous initiatives. I'm sure you know them well here at the local and state and federal levels. He serves on so many boards here and has been the recipient of many awards, including the Humanitarian Award for Just Communities of Arkansas, the Martin Luther King Award for Black Community Developers, the Community Service Award from the University of Arkansas Alumni Association, is an honorary doctorate of humane letters from Hendrix College, and the Clara Barton Distinguished Humanitarian of the Year. But Ballotpedia named him the top influencer in Arkansas in 2015. I don't know how you got that. That's a graduate of the University of Arkansas at Fayetteville, recipient of the Journalism Department's first Distinguished Alumnus Award. Please join me in welcoming our host, Dean James Earl.
Thank you, John. And first of all, let me welcome those from outside of Arkansas to Little Rock, to Arkansas, and to the Clinton School of Public Service. You are in an 1899 restored train station that now houses our campus. We have an additional campus right down the road, but this is our main headquarters. It is the oldest LEED building in Arkansas. And so we have worked hard to prove that education, economic development, and the environment can work collaboratively and cooperatively. People always ask me, a master's of public service, and I say yes. How that differs from traditional programs in public affairs, public administration, public policy, is that a significant portion of our academic credit is community engagement, direct field service work. And over the course of 2 years of study, our students perform 3 major field service projects for academic credit: team-based, international, and individual. And many of those projects, as my buddy Amy Johnson knows, have been involved with legal services, legal aid, and working to help the disadvantaged. When I first became dean, my good friend, then Bowen Law School dean, Clinton School professor, and now Dean Emeritus at Bowen Law School in Little Rock, John DePippa, came up with the idea of us doing a concurrent degree in law and public service. And sitting in his dean's conference room with a notepad, we sketched out a curriculum that has, with some modification, has worked very well. And so I'm going to give a great deal of recognition and applause to John DePippa, who brought law and public service together. I also want to give a great deal of recognition to my good friend Brian Rosenthal with the Rose Law Firm, who has led the Arkansas Public Service Academy through the Arkansas Bar Association and through the Clinton School. We've been working with attorneys throughout the state, talking about the importance of public service. Brian's done a great job. We're honored to partner with you, Brian. Thank you very much. So I appreciate the emphasis on public service. And I want to thank Bill Waddell, who called me and said, the legal services, Bill with the Frey Law Firm, the legal services corporation is coming to Little Rock. Can we come to the Clinton School? And I said, does a bear go in the woods? And of course, we're honored to have you here. And one point of personal privilege, this degree between public service and law, I think is a really good match. So let me highlight some of our special people. One, is a young woman who came from a small town in Arkansas, who was one of the brightest students that has ever walked through the doors of this building. She's now a new young attorney with the Friday Eldridge Clark law firm, and her name is Amy Alexander. And where are you, Amy? You are here. There she is, right over here. One of your honorees tonight, my good friend Carolyn Witherspoon, told me that she is mentoring a young woman who is new with Cross Gunner Witherspoon, who is a Clinton School, Bowen School graduate. And if anybody can follow in Carolyn Witherspoon's shoes, who last year, by the way, was inducted into the Arkansas Women's Hall of Fame, deservingly so, it is Caitlin Campbell. And she is a Clinton School. Where are you, Caitlin? You were here earlier. There's Caitlin right back there at the back. And then finally, I want to highlight a young man who this summer will be going to Washington, who has a strong commitment of public service, just knocked the socks off here at this school, and I think has done the same thing at Bowen. He's going to Washington this summer, where he's going to work in the Department of Defense as a law clerk. He's going to be representing the prisoners at Guantanamo. And speaking of people that need representation, and what a wonderful experience. Meet Mark Cameron. He's going to make somebody a great lawyer. If I've left anybody off from the Clinton School, I apologize, but I just want to say that public service and law are great partners. And if the Legal Services Corporation doesn't come back here for several years, then we may have to come to you. Thank you very much.